Hello guys and welcome back to Accenture Academy. So here I am taking the third lecture from the cell signaling as part of the Cooper summary series. So in the previous lectures we talked about the small signaling molecules like neurotransmitters or the peptide growth hormones like insulin, etc. Right? And we also talked about the like how the in the presence of hormones the receptors are going to behave. Like for example we talked about the thyroid hormone receptor. So in this lecture we are going to talk about GPCR. Okay. So that is G proteins and the cyclic AMP. So most ligands they are responsible for cell signaling. ठीक है, जैसे कि न्यूरोट्रांसमीटर हो गए, पेप्टाइड हार्मोन्स हो गए या ग्रोथ फैक्टर्स हो गए. Now they go and bind to the receptors which are present on the surface of the target cells. जैसे कि अभी हमने बात किया था, suppose this is your cell surface. Okay, so on the top of it we have got the receptors. To these receptors only these ligands come and bind. Okay, so the cell surface receptors, including the receptors for peptide hormones and growth factors, they act by regulating the activity of intracellular target enzymes. इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? It means that अगर इस सेल में कोई changes लाना है, ठीक है? The moment insulin goes and binds to its insulin receptor, what happens is that नीचे आपका एक signaling cascade चालू होता है, ठीक है? And that is what is called as the signal transaction. That is, it means it is going to एक्टिवेट अदर इंट्रासेलुलर प्रोटीन्स. अब एक को एक एक्टिवेट करता रहेगा एंड फाइनली क्या होगा, देयर विल बी कैस्केड ऑफ सिग्नलिंग pathways getting activated. ठीक है, and then at the end में it is going to activate the gene expression which is required to carry out that particular function. Okay, so the targets of such signaling pathways frequently include transcription factors that function to regulate gene expression. So all these ligands molecules when they go and bind to the receptors, at the end क्या होता है, एक gene expression आपका regulate होता है, either वो inhibit होगा या activate होगा. ठीक है. So ligand binding to receptor on the surface of the cell thus initiates a chain of intracellular reactions. इसका यहाँ पे intracellular reaction से क्या मतलब है? Activation of the intracellular enzymes or the release of the calcium, intracellular calcium level, etc. Ultimately reaching the target cell nucleus and altering the programs of the gene expression. ठीक है? So कोई भी हम ligand की बात कर ले, whether it is like hydrophobic in nature or hydrophilic in nature, at the end क्या होता है? It is going to affect the gene expression. So let's talk about GPCR. So we are going to discuss about the GPCR in this lecture. So as you can see the structure of the GPCR over here, we can see that it has got the 7 spanning alpha helical membrane. ठीक है, अल्फा हेलिकल से आते हैं. So these are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 आते हैं. So ये आपको याद रखना होगा. And then it has got the N terminal outside and C terminal inside. ठीक है, यानी कि साइटोसोल में. So it is the largest family of cell surface receptors which transmit signals to intracellular targets via the intermediary action of guanine nucleotide binding proteins called the G proteins. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे G stands for the guanine. G proteins are nothing but your guanine. So they are guanine nucleotide binding proteins. In short, हम इसको G proteins बोलेंगे. ठीक है. Now, so GPCR family includes large number of receptors that are responsible for smell, sight and taste. So अब तक हम जो smell करते आ रहे हैं, जो हम देखते हैं like rhodopsins and etc. all these proteins they are nothing but the GPCR. And taste buds जो है, जो हम taste करते हैं, ठीक है, ये सब आपका GPCR receptors हैं in nature. So they are structurally and functionally related proteins which is characterized by 7 membrane spanning helices. Guys, this is important to remember. आपको इस slide में क्या याद रखना है about the structure of the GPCR, that it has got the 7 membrane spanning alpha helices. आपको ये important है, याद रखना है. ठीक है. Okay. Now, the binding of ligands to the extracellular domain of these receptors, it induces a conformational change that allows the cytosolic domain of the receptor to activate the G protein associated with the inner face of the plasma membrane. Okay, so let's see, we have got the receptor over here. अभी क्या हुआ है, यहाँ पे हार्मोन आया है, that is like from the extracellular. Okay, so that is your extracellular signaling. आपको बाहर से क्या सिग्नल मिलता है, depending on that it goes and binds. Now what happens is that it is going to, the moment hormone binds to the receptor, it induces a conformational change. अभी conformational change की वजह से क्या होता है, it is the GPCR, it is going to leave the beta gamma subunit and the G protein. Okay, this gets activated. Now this activated G protein will dissociate from the beta and gamma, ठीक है? And now this is going to carry the signal to the intracellular target or the other enzymes. For example, let's talk about the adenylyl cyclase. अब इसका क्या काम है? It is going to convert your ATP into cyclic AMP. ठीक है? अभी cyclic AMP कैसे बना आपका? So let's summarize over here. So first what happens is that your हार्मोन और एनी अदर लिगेंड्स इट कम्स इन बाइंड्स टू द रिसेप्टर. अब रिसेप्टर में जैसे ही बाइंड होगा क्या होगा, कन्फर्मेशन चेंज हो जाएगा, वो अपना स्ट्रक्चर चेंज करेगा, जिसके वजह से अल्फा जी प्रोटीन आपका एक्टिवेट हो जाएगा, बीटा गामा इसी के साथ एसोसिएटेड रहेगा. ठीक है, अब ये एक्टिवेटेड जी प्रोटीन क्या करेगा, इट इज गोइंग टू एक्टिवेट योर एडेनाइलिन साइक्लेज. ये क्या हो गया आपका इंट्रासेलुलर टारगेट हो गया. ठीक है, नाउ व्हाट डज द एडेनाइलिन साइक्लेज डज, इट इज गोइंग टू कन्वर्ट एटीपी इनटू साइक्लिक एएमपी. अब साइक्लिक एएमपी क्या काम करता है, इट acts as the secondary messenger. Okay, so guys, I hope this much it is clear. Okay, so let's talk about the GPCR structure. So GPCR structure, it has got the 3 subunits. So already, as we saw in the previous, that it has got the 3 subunits, that is your alpha, beta and gamma. Okay, so they are frequently called the heterotrimeric G proteins. Now why it is trimeric hetero, because all 3 subunits are different, it is not the same subunit. Okay, so they are called the heterotrimeric G proteins to distinguish from the other guanine nucleotide binding proteins such as RAS and RAS related GTP binding proteins that are involved in the nuclear import like RAN or vesicular transport like orphan drop. Okay, so ये भी जी प्रोटीन्स है. अब हम इनके बारे में विल टॉक अबाउट लेटर. ठीक है, अभी आपको क्या याद रखना है कि जीपीसीआर जो है जी प्रोटीन, इट हैज गॉट द 3 सब यूनिट्स एंड नाउ व्हेन ऑल दिस अल्फा बीटा गामा इज एसोसिएटेड, इट इज द इनएक्टिव फॉर्म. ठीक है, बस अभी इतना याद रखिए. ओके, लेट्स टॉक अबाउट इट्स रेगुलेशन, कैसे ये काम करता है. द अल्फा सब यूनिट ऑफ द heterotrimeric G proteins binds guanine nucleotides which regulate the G protein activity. तो हम यहाँ पे क्या बात करें, guanine nucleotides मतलब क्या है, हम यहाँ पे इसकी बात करें, GDP या GTP को बाइंड करता है. ना इन द रेस्टिंग स्टेट, यानी कि जब वो इनएक्टिव होता है, इट इज बाउंड विद द GDP. कौन, अल्फा सब यूनिट इज बाउंड विद द बीटा एंड गामा एंड इन द GDP. तो ये हो गया आपका इनएक्टिव स्टेट. Now, when the hormone comes and binds to the receptor, it induces the conformational change in the receptor. And what happens, it is going to interact with the G protein. Now, this is going to activate your G protein. Now, for this activation, it also stimulates the release of GDP. And what happens, your GTP is getting bind. तो GTP है और alpha G protein है, ये आपका साथ में आ जाएगा. ठीक है, the activated GTP bound alpha subunit will then dissociate from beta and gamma, which remain together and function as the beta Y complex. Now, both the active GTP bound alpha subunit and the beta gamma complex then interact with the targets to elicit an intracellular response. ठीक है, so guys, अभी हमने क्या डिस्कस किया कि यहाँ पे रेगुलेशन कैसा हो रहा है आपका जीपीसीआर का. ओके, सो अभी क्या है, जैसे ही हार्मोन इंड्यूस करेगा कंफर्मेशनल चेंज, व्हाट विल हैपन, आपका जी प्रोटीन एक्टिवेट हो जाएगा. जी प्रोटीन एक्टिवेट होना मतलब अल्फा सब यूनिट इज गोइंग टू इंटरैक्ट विद द जीटीपी. ठीक है, ओके. नाउ द एक्टिविटी ऑफ द अल्फा सब यूनिट इज टर्मिनेटेड बाय द हाइड्रोलिसिस ऑफ द बाउंड जीटीपी. ठीक है, now this is required so that you can activate the intracellular target enzymes, so which is stimulated by the RGS. अब RGS क्या है, it is the regulator of G protein signaling proteins, so they act as the GTPase active proteins for the heterotrimeric G proteins. Guys, थोड़ा सा complicated लग रहा है sentence, right? फिर से मैं बोलती हूँ. सो जी अल्फा सबयूनिट ऑफ जी प्रोटीन आपका क्या करेगा, एक्टिवेट होना मतलब इट इज गोइंग टू हाइड्रोलाइज द जीटीपी बाउंड. ठीक है, जो बाउंड जीटीपी है. Now, ये कैसे होगा, इट इज सिमुलेटेड बाय द आरजीएस व्हिच इज द रेगुलेटर ऑफ जी प्रोटीन सिग्नलिंग and it act as the GTPase activating proteins. इसका मतलब बाउंड जीटीपी अभी आपका GDP होने वाला है. ठीक है, okay, so the inactive alpha subunit, which is now bound with the GDP after the hydrolysis of the GTP, then again re-associates with the beta Y complex, यानी कि वापस जाके alpha beta Y complex बन जाता है, which is ready for the new cycle. Okay, in the case of human, it encodes around 21 different alpha subunits, 6 beta subunits, and 12 gamma subunits. It's okay, याद करने की जरूरत नहीं, just for the information. Now, these different G proteins, they associate with different receptors. Okay, so this array of G proteins couples receptor to the distinct intracellular targets. अब इसका क्या मतलब हो रहा है? It means that G proteins are अलग अलग रिसेप्टर्स के साथ होता है, जैसे स्मेल के लिए अलग है, टेस्ट के लिए अलग है, साइट के लिए अलग है, ठीक है, इसलिए उनके इंट्रासेलुलर टारगेट्स भी अलग होंगे. फॉर एग्जांपल, the G protein which is associated with epinephrine receptor is called GS because its alpha subunit stimulates the adenyl cyclase. Guys, ये आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा, यहाँ पे जो 2 पॉइंट है ये आपको याद रखने पड़ेंगे. So what I'm saying over here is that G protein जो एपिनेफ्रिन रिसेप्टर के साथ है वो GS है. Now here S means stimulating, ठीक है, यानी कि एक्टिवेट करता है adenyl cyclase को. Now we also have got the GI or that is the inhibitory effect, ठीक है. So it is to regulate the activities of the other target enzyme. So it inhibits actually the adenyl cyclase. Okay, so if it is GS, it is going to stimulate. If it is GI, then it is going to inhibit the adenyl cyclase, and this is how it is regulating the G proteins. So let's understand with the help of the diagram. Okay, तो अभी तक हमने जो भी पढ़ा है उसी चीज को हम दोबारा with the help of the diagram देख रहे हैं और कुछ नहीं. So in the inactive state, the alpha subunit is bound to GDP in a complex with beta and gamma. Yes, right. So RGS क्या है? Regulator of G protein signaling. ये help करेगा because this is going to act, right? So ये है आपका structure. So you have got the beta, gamma, alpha bound with the GDP inactive state है, ठीक है. Now what is happening? Hormone comes, it binds to the receptor, it induces the conformational change because of which what will happen? आपका G protein activate हो जाएगा. Now once the G protein is activated, it is bound with the GTP. You can see over here. ये तीन क्या है? Phosphate, okay, triphosphate. Now what happens is that it goes and activates the other intracellular enzymes, ठीक है. So once it is activated, so we know that once it is activated, the alpha subunit and the beta subunit, beta gamma subunit gets dissociated, ठीक है, and they interact with their targets independently. Okay, now activity of the alpha subunit is terminated by the hydrolysis of the bound GTP. So जैसे ही GTP hydrolyze होगा, what will happen? Alpha is again with the GDP. और जैसे GDP में आएगा, it is going to reassociate with the beta and gamma. ठीक है? Now, who initiates the GTP hydrolysis? It is your RGS, that is the regulator of G protein signaling. ठीक है? So, okay, so that's all about the all about this. Sorry, one second. Let me clear it. Okay. Okay, so this is how the regulation of G protein is being carried out. Okay, guys. So that's all for the today's lecture. Guys, अगर कोई doubt है आपको, without any hesitation, you can ask. And if you think some points are missing and all, it is from the Cooper. Okay, your own very favorite textbook. You can go through that if you're not able to get any points. And while going through the Cooper, if you have got any other doubts, you can ask me because I'm here to help you in explaining the concepts in the basic way. And these basic concepts, when you understand, then only it becomes easy for you guys to clear your interview. I hope you are watching the interview type question series and practicing for your upcoming exams and the interview. So till then, take care, guys. Keep studying with the Excelsior Academy. Stay safe, stay at home. Thank you.